Have y'all ever wondered what black people think about white people other than the million things you already hear us think about y'all? Have you ever wondered it? No? No? Well, now we got an answer for you, okay? Because our friends over at Jubilee decided to create a video of what black people think of white people. Now, I really liked, the title choice of that video. Because if it was the other way around, you already know what was about to happen, okay? That's it. You already know it wouldn't have been it would have definitely not have been a good thing. So, that being said, let's finna skip all the chit chat, the bit back, the lickety rickety TikTok, and we finna get into this what black people think about white people. Reaction.
I went to a school that was predominantly black when I was growing up, and when I first
things first, the school I went to when I was growing up was predominantly white. So like if there was any lick of black people, we really all huddled together. Just to let y'all know how it be,
I saw the first white kid, I was like, what is that? You know what I'm saying?
What is that? Do black people and white people think differently about race? How will they fall on the spectrum?
I act differently around people who aren't my race.
Hold on, I want to play this too.
3, 2, 1.
One being
I think the most
strongly
important thing
disagree.
is just to authentically be yourself, and I don't think being around people who don't look like you should be a reason for you to act any different.
Yeah, for me, I guess it's like within the confines of like the work.
I know I'm ugly. That's crazy because you do got dumb ears. That's crazy.
Because
that's just me though.
A media talking like this, they're like uneducated. Got it. They'll use the slang to sell the products and to tweet and to get the clicks and stuff.
I mean, I guess they got a point though, cause like you ain't about to walk into an interview, especially if the dude white. Like I'm not gonna lie to you, it's happened so many times. Like I'm on customer service call with like someone from my bank, right? And like sometimes you can just tell by a tone of voice. Their tone of voice, you can tell they're white. You just tell it's a white person. So you have to act like super proper. Like, hi, yeah, my bank card got frauded. Oh my god, I don't know what's happening. But like, there's one time it was a black dude, and I remember this call so much because like this was the best customer service I've ever got in my life. So we was talking, and I was like, yeah, like my bank card got frauded. I don't know what to do. And dude was like,
so basically, what we could do is we could try to get your money back, and then when you get your money back, we'll run an investigation, and
The second I heard that bass in his voice and the sort of like, I'm not gonna say black accent because that's crazy, but like you just know when you talking to a nigga, like, you just know when the dude on the other line's a nigga, like you just know, okay? And he just started talking that type of way, and I was like, okay, say less, like you're actually helping the guy out. And man was like, you already know I'm helping the guy out, okay? Like, why would I not? You know what I'm saying? We gotta stick together type thing. And from that moment on, that dude became my homie. Motherfucking Jamal, my nigga, like, you already know who it is. You know what's up, stop playing with me. But yeah, like, you just know it's just a black, like that. So I guess you kind of act different when you know the race. But like for me, it's not even like the race type thing. Like it could be like, but I really find like, and I'm just going on a little ramble. Like I feel like it's not just the race. It's just like how the person was raised and how they talk. They're just their demeanor. You know what I'm talking about? Cause I got some homies. You know what I'm saying? They gingers. And if you take ginger and you rearrange letters, you get exactly. So like they might as well be dark. They might as well be the blackest white people of all time because they really be talking like they from straight out of the hood. You know what I'm saying? They straight out of NWA. You know what I'm saying? So like at that point, I'm talking to them like this. But like if let's say it's like a Karen and she's trying to go to the grocery store and she wants to buy food, I'm gonna be like, hi madam, may you move yourself away from my space because I need to advance. You know what I mean? I'll start using big ass words for no reason because I feel like that's the only time a white person, aka Karens, I'm not saying a white people, that's crazy. But like, you know what I'm saying? They understand. Before I dig a hole for myself, let's just keep going.
Like as soon as a worker's there who's authentically from the area and talking like people from the area, it's like, ooh, we don't like that. You know, because it's always like, well, be yourself until you yourself. And then it's like, ooh, I don't like yourself. unfortunately, in a lot of the areas of work, it's like you almost have to like lie to these people.
Yep.
You're like, I'm a robot. I'll like, I love your company. You know,
Yep.
it's sick.
It's fair.
sick.
That's
But
facts,
it's
though.
like, you have to do,
It's true. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like code switching is one part, but also like there's certain parts in my own community that aren't accepted, that when I'm around different people that look like me, I can express myself differently. Like, I feel like if I talk a little proper, sometimes I get a little slack for it from my side of the family. But when I go out into the world, sometimes I like EDC, I like tech music, I like, you know what I'm saying?
See, for me, I feel
She
like it
said
has
you
nothing
like
to do
tech,
with
that's
race. It
crazy.
more has to do with just being professional. Like if I'm at work, then I'm obviously going to be a little more proper, you know, a little bit less slang and all of that, and just more careful with my rhetoric. But I don't think it has to do with race. The only thing I will say is, like, I work in political media, so I'm on camera a lot, so people already know who I am and what I'm coming with. But that being said, it's like when I'm around other black people, because I'm a Republican, sometimes they tend to be really standoffish with me or think that I don't understand the culture and all this different stuff. So sometimes I have to feel it out, like, are these people who are just going to call me an Uncle Tom, or are these people like I can actually just keep it all the way real with? So that's the only time I feel like I act different because of race.
You know, I also work in political media, but as a leftist, and I honestly feel like I've definitely benefited from being able to be in spaces.
What the hell is political media? Am I retarded? Like, I feel like I should know what it is because, like, it's political and it's media. I'm on media all the time. I get political. But what does it even mean? Like, I'm confused. I think I'm stupid. I actually think I'm dumb. Oh my God.
Is where I've been.
God damn, is that just one question? Oh, hell no. We're going to the next question. Like, as much as I want to hear what everyone has to say, I actually just don't care. Because I already gave my 2 cents. And I don't really think I want to know what that 2 cents is. Because right now, I'm just seeing a lot of people saying, we political media. Nah. Bro. Stop being political. Yeah? Media's not meant to be political like that. It's meant to be expressive. Express self.
Experience race-based prejudice.
White people experience race-based prejudice.
Since you guys probably don't know, I have lived overseas. I've lived in Asian countries. In Japan, there are certain restaurants and stuff like that you could walk into. You can see people dining in the restaurant and they're gonna tell you they're closed just because you're white or you're American. So the idea that
you know what? It's actually crazy. That's actually crazy because like the fact that white people go through that now. And before it was the other way around, like just imagine that, right? Just take that in for a second, right? Take it in for a second. When it was 1984, yeah? You know what I'm saying? When they were slaving, man, we're slaving, alright? Dead eye serious. We try, even just try to go to the washroom, not allowed. You got a colored washroom. What does that even mean? What did that even mean? It was not even colored. It was still black and white. Like it wasn't. There was no colors on it. Okay, so it kind of pissed me off. That's besides the point. It's crazy how now the everything just switched. You know what I'm saying? White people go to certain areas, like she's saying, certain countries type thing, or certain places. Like I've seen it with my own eyes. Like even going to like if you live in Ottawa. Or even Canada in general, you know a place called like shawarma. If you go to a shawarma and you're not Arab, okay? Let me tell you, especially if you're white, Caucasian from the Caucasus, the way they look at you there, they look at you with daggers, like you're a virus. They're like, and they still serve you, of course, but they just, they be mad. Like there was one time I went to there's this place called Little Italy in Ottawa, where I'm from. And I went to go get ice cream with one of my friends, right? We walk in there. They had like 15 different options. First thing that happens, all the Italians just staring at us. And I'm like, okay, like I just want ice cream. Like, I'm just trying to get a little like chocolate ice cream, maybe vanilla. Like I'm just, it's kind of hot out. Like I just want ice cream. Just staring us down like we had no business being there. With their big ass nose and fucking stuff. I ain't even trying to be racist. I'm just saying how it was. Anyways, staring us down, right? I get to the front. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, can I get the triple scoop? The lady behind the counter says, yeah, that's fine. Now at this point, usually they ask you what flavor you want. That's not what happened with me. Okay? What had happened was as soon as she said, yeah, that's fine, she disappeared. And I was like, oh, I guess I don't pick a flavor. Cool, it's fine. I sit down, I'm waiting. I look at my watch, I'm like, it's been like 10 minutes, 15, 20. Comes out with this 3-scoop ice cream dish. Okay, all the same flavor. Now it was chocolate and I like chocolate. She's lucky, but why did I need 3 scoops? This big, literally half the size of my face, of chocolate. I was trying to get more vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry. Okay, I want whatever the ice cream's called, that's what I wanted pretty much. But no, we just gonna dump chocolate all over his plate. You know, that day I realized I was not meant for it to Italy. Italy's just not me, okay? I'll go there for a vacation, maybe for 5 minutes. And then after that, I'm leaving. Because it hurt my feelings to the core. Like now I got deep beef with Italy. You know what I'm saying? Italy, we boxing one day. The entire country, okay? Madz versus Italy. It's gonna happen. Because that was the most disrespect I ever went through in my life. But anyways, to get back to the video, I'm just going on tangent now.
White people can't really experience racism kind of contradicts the very definition of the word. Because the definition of racism is prejudice based on one's skin color. White people do experience it, but to a different degree.
While I do think that our white brothers and sisters in Christ can experience
actually just
racial-based prejudice, I don't want to overlook the nuance of that prejudice. Because it's not necessarily rooted in anything systematic or anything that's going to actually have long-term effects, knock on wood, that are going to like debilitate a race or inhibit their chances or possibility of succeeding or being seen as better than POC.
I definitely think it's a non-issue, racism towards white people, especially specifically, I want to, like, in America. I don't think it's something that needs to be highlighted as an issue that is a constant threat to lives, day-to-day well-being, progress and success in life in general, because it's not something that's going to inhibit you, and you don't have to walk out your door and think, I'm about to be attacked, like people of color do every single day.
I do agree that white people haven't been put through centuries of hell like black people were, but prejudice towards white people 100% exists. Like whether it's in TV, if it's in movies, like if you watch predominantly black media, there's a lot of roasting towards white people that if it was the other way around, that would never be acceptable today. Then you go on social media like TikTok and you look up white people are bad. You will see videos where they're attacking white people for things that their ancestors did 200 years ago. There are societal benefits at this point for being a person of color, and that those negatively affect white people. Like, if you
yeah, he be speaking facts. Like now being a person of color, like you almost get like a bonus in life. Like it's like you're like one step ahead. Although cops still killing a lot of black, but like that's just the cops. Cops are still just, I don't know, they need some sort of therapy. I feel like they all need. But that's besides the point. I feel like, yeah, like being a person of color in this day and age, like you just get a lot more than you did before, obviously. But I mean, like you get more than white people do, and it's not easy to see that, but it's facts.
Sexually unattracted to a race is racist.
Being sexually unattracted to another race is racist.
I think we're the
Okay, first of all, for the people, hold on, where's this Mills at? For the two people that went to the right, like obviously if you're not attracted to a race, you have a reasoning for it. Some people is like, oh, I just hate, you know, I hate black people, I hate Asians, I hate whatever, I hate white people. That might be the reason, but then again, it's not always the reason. Like sometimes it's just like, oh no, I'm sticking to my culture type thing. And if your culture is like, oh, I'm only dating this race, that is your culture. So like there's so many factors that play into being attracted and unattracted. It could even just be like, oh, like some people actually hate, like some people hate that one race. You know what I'm saying? But they still find the people in that race attractive. Like, you're like, oh, I hate black people, but they fine as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can say that, but it's just, it's weird. This one's a weird one because like it's not like a straight answer. It's like yeah, but no, but yeah, but also no. You know what I'm saying? Like it's up in the air, and it's haka waka laga laga. You know what I'm saying?
I have been denied access because of my race.
Oh hell yeah! What are you talking about? You don't think black people have been denied access? Are you crazy? Oh, I'm actually intrigued what they're about to say.
I can go anywhere, I can sit down anywhere, and I am not going to be denied because of how I look, and I would be ignorant to not admit that.
But no, but you just said, wait, hold on. No, because now she's being capper. Because she just said she went to, where did she go? She went to Taiwan or Japan or whatever, and they looked at it and said it was closed, but it was fully open. So what are you trying to say? Because now you're just confusing everyone. You know what? That's cool. That's fine. You be a whole fake plastic Barbie. Be one of them ones, okay? Unless you just forgot. Or is that question I asked before? I don't know. But you mad confusing. I don't know what you plotting, but yeah, you weird.
And I'm gonna counter that with we are justifiably not let into spaces, and our whiteness takes away access to things like powwows. And there's an island in Hawaii
Bars.
that's only for natives,
Bars.
or for like safe spaces for black communities or whatever.
Bars.
else. We are justifiably denied access because of our skin.
Period. We love the nuance.
The thing about Hawaii, though,
Yeah.
Hawaii is stolen land. I believe that they have every right to be able to say only we're allowed to go here, because that was theirs. It was literally stolen land that was stolen by white people.
Okay, you know what?
No, but that's why justifiably it's still denied access.
Yeah.
But it is justifiable, 100%. Don't.
Yeah.
Why is she doing all this like she rapping? Jesus, she's like, it's justifiable. It got stolen land because it's justifiably the justifiable, the justified, the fecal, the justified to be. The justifiable. Why are you throwing your hands up?
Denied access, but it's justifiable. But it's like in my own day-to-day life, I could go
Like she just calm with it. She's like explaining. She's like, you know what I'm saying?
Starbucks, people don't fear me.
She look mad angry. She's like,
to be like, you can't be here.
But like in your
know what I'm saying? Like
are
she
you
looked like she about to
access?
beef
Are
someone.
you trying to go to that island? That they
No.
won't let you? Okay.
Then I think that's a really good question.
Like,
Has it happened? I guess.
What was that?
Yeah.
Did she just do a little? What? I cannot.
I'm not necessarily seeking them. If I am already aware that this is like, hey, this is for us, not for you. I'm not gonna show up and be like, yeah, but like, I'm a cool white person. But there are spaces that we are not allowed, and I think that's okay.
No, it is okay, but if you're not actively seeking to be part of those circles, you're not being denied access to them.
I will agree with that.
Sure, and I can say that maybe those are not the best examples, but like I think especially because my social circles are predominantly people of color, there are definitely things where they're like, where I've had them be like, this is not a conversation for you, and I'm like, okay.
I don't know. Do y'all feel like when people say people of color, that feel kind of racist? I don't know. It just feel like, why don't you just say black or Asian or Indian? I feel like it's easier that way, because then I'm just like, oh, okay, so you're not just saying, you know, we just rainbow. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like when someone says, oh, you're a person of color, nigga, how many? There's a lot of colors, okay? You're saying I'm a person of color, oh, sick, so I could be Asian, and you just don't know. That's what you're saying to me? Look at my skin, yeah? Tell me how it is. I am black cis, yeah? So if you just say, oh, you're a person of color, I don't want to say black. It feels off to me. What do you mean it feels off? It's been said for so many. The only time people have been saying person of color was like 2 years ago. That's when they started saying person of color. You're acting like it's a bad enough thing. No, man. Oh, I hate people.
I have had those experiences. I'm okay with them. I want to be clear. Like, I think there should be spaces that aren't for me, and that is okay. But they've existed and they've been in my life.
I have just one really specific example. Otherwise, I feel like in general, I'm
The
not
way she has
denied
her back turned on them is crazy.
because of my race, just in my experience. But I had an ex whose stepfather was wildly racist, like Nazi memorabilia, like just insane individual, and I was never allowed over her house because of him. And the one time that I kind of snuck in, he was staring at me through the window, and I'll never forget that in my life, the way that man was staring at me through the window, and then cursed out his kids for having me in the house. That man's now in prison for doing God knows what, but it's where he belongs.
I was looking for funding for my film, and most of them are for colored people, and I totally understand that, and there is like not many that I found that are for like everybody. My mind would be like, you know, damn, I cannot do it, like I cannot apply to it, but from the other side, I understand that the black community, like, you guys need to get your movies out there.
If anything, I feel like I've been invited too much. You know, I feel like I'm kind of like an undercover agent where I'm like because I talk a certain way or because I present myself a certain way, they assume like, oh, I can say this in front of you.
100%.
And I'm like, what do you say? You know, I've never really been.
No, I'll say that too. I've been tokenized so many times.
I'm like, I don't want
that. We have to have you here. We need young black representation. And I'm like, yes, I'm gonna stay home.
I am proud of my race.
I am proud.
3,
Black
2,
and proud.
1.
Already know the vibe. Whoa, that's crazy.
I will go first, and I will stand 10 toes in.
I was just being ironic to say it over there.
Okay, maybe. I said, please no.
I was about to say that.
I cried a little bit.
I think that, like, and I'll just keep it specific to my experience of what I know. As Black Americans, we're pretty much the top culture that gets replicated, referenced. People scoot in and scoot out because they want to seem cool and interesting and stuff. And I think that that's so kind of us to like kind of like.
Alright, man. I'm proud of black people in general. I'm proud of everyone's race. Everyone should be proud of their race. Okay, never not be proud of your race. Just because of what happened in the past doesn't define what you've done with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like what you did. Like, did you contribute to what happened in the past? No. Then what's the problem? It's not your fault. So like at the end of the day, like this is what I hate about racism, because it always goes back to the past, to the past, to the past. Okay, like we learned it. We know it. Why are we still bringing it up right now when 95% of the population wasn't born when that was happening? Like 95%, like obviously there's still racist people because the parents be teaching and whatever and passing it down and so on and so forth. But a lot of white people and a lot of Asian and black people and Indian and Arab and whatever it might be aren't racist anymore at all. They don't have a gene of racism in their blood. Why? Because they weren't those people. We're different people. So every time I hear, oh, that person's racist, oh, I hate white people, oh, blah, blah. Do you hate white people or do you hate the white people in the past? Do you hate that one race or do you hate that one race and what they did in the past? Be specific, because the more people are just being like, oh, like I hate this race or I hate that color, I hate nah. You're categorizing everyone in the same box, and at the end of the day, it's like, it's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of degrading, because it's like, yo, like what did I do to deserve to be put in this box? I did absolutely nothing. I was just existed, and because my skin color is the way it is, now I'm being intertwined in this box of these people because they went through this or they did this to this race or whatever it might be. Like, it's not fair to you guys, it's not fair to me, it's not fair to anyone. So like racism's stupid, bro. It is so dumb. Like, I don't even know why it's still a thing, bro. Why is it still? Obviously I know why it's still a thing, but it's dumb. It's dumb. It's retarded.